So now I'm continuing with the second classification, that is ISSC, Indian Standard Soil Classification, that is almost similar to USCS. Difference is with respect to the fine grained soils. The fine grained soils are subdivided into low, medium and high compressibility. Total 18 types of soils are here. Symbols are used, you can see here. For clay, 2 micron, silt 0.075, for sand 4.25 to 0.425 to 2.75. Again in the sand there are two categories, fine, medium and coarse. If it is a fine, that will be restricted to 0.425 mm or 425 micron. If it is a medium sand, 2 mm, or for coarse sand 4.7. Gravel more than 4.75. So if you want extra information, refer GT textbook, BC Punmiya, or you can go through the Kanna and Justo textbook. This I have taken from the textbook GT, that is BC Punmiya, Indian Standard for Soil Classification. So here the first division is coarse grained soil, more than the half of the material is larger than 75 micron. So again this coarse grained soil, next subdivision will be gravel. So for this gravel, more than half of the coarse fraction is larger than the 4.75. In gravel, clean gravel, gravel with a appreciable amount of the fines. So here next classification is sand. Sand which is more than the half of the fraction should be smaller than 4.75 mm ISU. So these are the different group symbols, that is GW. What do you mean by GW? Well graded soil. Here I have taken CC/CU. What do you mean by CC and CU? CC is known as a coefficient of compressibility. CU is a coefficient of uniformity. CC means coefficient of compressibility. CU is nothing but a coefficient of uniformity. The CU value is restricted to greater than 4 for well graded soils, and the CC value will be between 1 to 3. Next, for gap graded, nothing but poorly graded, not meeting the gradation requirements. So gradation is nothing but separation of the particles into a different streams. That is nothing but depends on the grain size distribution. Next one, gravels with the appreciable amount of fines, that is GM, silty gravels, GC, clay gravels. Here Atterberg limits below a line of IP, and Atterberg limits greater than line of IP, that is 7. Atterberg limits plotting the above A line with IP between 4 to 7 are the border lines causes the recurring uses of the dual symbol. Next one, in sand, again there are two categories, clean sands and sand with the appreciable amount of fines. Here SW, what do you mean by SW? Well graded soil. Next SP, poor graded. Next SM, silty sands. The last one is SC, clay sands. In first SW, well graded soils, CU is greater than 6, CC is between 1 to 3. For well graded soils, SP not meeting the gradation requirements. For SW, silty sands Atterberg limits when the A line is of IP less than 4, Atterberg limits between 4 to 7. So this one is the continuation. Almost similar to the USC systems, ML, CL, OL, just go through the table. Next, most important, tests on soil. So here for determination of the strength test, there is a separate tests. For determination of bearing, separate, penetration, bearing. So for particular soil there will be a separate tests. First test, evaluating the property of soil. Next one, strength, stiffness. Third one, shear test. The fourth one, bearing test. Last one is penetration test. So what are shear tests? First one, carried out in a small samples, performed in a laboratory, direct shear, triaxial shear, unconfined. Totally there are two. One is a direct shear, second one is a triaxial, third one is a unconfined. So first bearing test, nothing but here we are using a different sizes of the bearings for the determination of bearing test carried out in a subgrade of the soils. Load bearing area, calculating the load bearing area. What do you mean by bearing area? This is nothing but when you are applying the load here, the load carrying capacity of the soil, that particular load is called as an load bearing, or nothing but a SBC, safe bearing capacity of the soil. Up to that limit the soil can be takes the load, after that it not cannot be takes the load for the, then it may be subjected to failures. Results vary with the properties of soil under the test. Next one, penetration test is a small scale bearing test. Size of a loaded area in small, ratio of penetration is too loaded for the area large, can be in situ in the laboratory. Here the most important test, CBR. This we have already learnt in the module 3, design of the pavements. So what do you mean by CBR? California bearing ratio. California is nothing but a place in America. It is developed by the California Division of Highway. For classifying the evaluating the soil subgrade base course materials for the flexible pavements, this test is compulsorily used. It's an empirical test, cannot be directly with the fundamental properties of the soil. This is used to determine the material properties for the pavement design. So for determination of CBR value, which denotes the measurements of resistance of penetration of pavement materials, assuming here I have taken a soil mass, the what will be the resistance of the penetration material or a soil of a standard plunger under the controlled condition. When the soil is in a controlled condition, we are able to penetrate on the soil mass, but the soil should be resists the penetration. That value is called as an CBR value. Next, conducted in the laboratory on remolded specimens. Procedure for the determining the CBR value is standardized by various agencies including BIS. Sorry. BIS means Bureau of Indian Standards. So this one is the picture of the bearing test. So this will use the proving ring readings, the penetration, the plunger diameter is 50 diameter, the dial gauge which records the penetration over the soil specimen. Here we can see clearly surcharge weight of 147 diameter. This one is the soil sample mode. Here we are applying the penetration and recording the dial gauges. Here given soil sample, inner diameter of the mold is 150 then that is attached to the base plate. As whenever the penetration goes on increasing on the soil will give the resistance to the penetration. The penetration can be recorded on the dial gauge, that what will be the resistance by the soil particular time and particular interval, that will be treated as an California bearing ratio. These are the specifications. Plunger diameter is 50 1.25 penetration rate is fixed for the each minute. Load required for the penetration of 2.5 and 5 are recorded. CBR value is expressed as the percentage of the standard value material. For 2.5 penetration, standard load is 1370. Unit of the standard load 70 kg per centimeter square. Actually this is 70 kg per centimeter square. For the 5 penetration 105 kg per centimeter square. CBR test, specimen is mold is compacted to maximum dry intensity. It's a heavy compaction as per the 2720 traffic roads. IS lights compaction for the low traffic roads. The specimen is subjected to soaking for 4 days. Swelling and water absorption are noted. Then the weight is placed over the top specimen in the mold. The whole assembly is placed over the plunger for loading frame. My students, this will be the most important method as well as the technique which is adopted for the California bearing ratio in the examination. They may be asked for the chances for the asking this question. So in the graph, vertical axis taken dial readings with respect to the divisions. In a horizontal axis, they have taken penetration. So for 2 mm penetration, what will be the loadings? Continuously the graph is like increasing. So the specimen 2 correction is required. Here specimen 1 no correction, so means gradual increases. So CBR value is calculated using the relation percentage of CBR will be equals to load sustained by the specimen 2.5 to 5 mm penetration divided by load or pressure sustained by the standard aggregates, that is corresponding to the penetration level into 100. Next, reasons for initial concavity shape. The top layer of the soaked soil is too soft after soaking. The top surface of the soil is not even. Plunger is not a vertical. These are the different reasons for the concavity of shape. The plunger arrangement, if the plunger arrangement is wrong, then again there will be a reasons for the initial concavity of the shape. Normally penetration value is at 2.5 mm higher than the 5 mm, and the higher value is recorded at the CBR. Average 3 tests should be taken for the confirmation of the value. In the presence of the coarse grained particles, they result in a poor reproducibility of the materials. The materials passing through the 20 mm sieve is only used in this test. Next one is important one, plate bearing test. So in this plate bearing apparatus, bearing plates are different sizes are taken: 750 mm, 600 mm, 450 mm and 300 mm, and the diameter is, thickness of the plates will be 15 to 25 mm. A loading devices consisting of an hydraulic jaw providing the ring arrangement or pressure gauges. The reaction frame of a giving thrust plates, the datum frame and the dial gauges are used to measure the settlement of the loads. In this plate loading test procedure, the test site is leveled before. First, the plate is leveled and which is sealed properly on the surface. The molds of the separate reaction, natural ground table, soil up to 20 centimeters is removed. Stiffening the plates of the decreasing diameters are placed. Jack and providing the rings are assembly fitted. Up to 3 to 4 dial gauges are fitted. So now we will go through the test procedure. A pressure of 0.07 kg per centimeter square, or nothing but you can call it as a 320 kg for 75 mm diameter plate, is applied over the for the few seconds. The dial readings are not noted corresponding to the zero load. The load applied by means jack that causes the settlement of 0.25 mm. Assume here our specimen is there. When the specimen causes the displacement of 0.25 mm, when no increase in the settlement, when the rate is less than the 0.025 mm, minimum load dial reading settlement should be noted down. Average values are considered. Next, load is increased, so the settlement will be 0.25 mm extra. This way the experiment is repeated. So this will be the graphs. Mean bearing pressure, that will be taken as a kg per centimeter square, mean settlement. When the bearing pressure goes on increasing, the mean settlement is also goes on increase up to certain limit. After that it reaches its maximum limit. So modulus of the subgrade reaction is the reaction pressure subtended by the soil under the rigid plate standard diameter for the measure of specified pressure settlement. IRC specifies that the K value can be measured with the 1.25 mm settlement. K is equals to P divided by 0.125 kg per centimeter square. Next one is allowance of first subgrade moisture. K value will be lowest soaked condition. Moisture content during the test seldom present the worst condition of the site. K value is obtained by the modified of a factor represent the worst condition. Two consolidation test specimens are prepared. One sample test is unsoaked. The pressures of distribution of 0.125 mm is noted. Second specimen is soaked. The pressure requirement to produce the same deformation is noted. Here, one taken a soaked specimen, another one taken a unsoaked specimen. So there are two graphs. This will be P in terms of pressure kg per centimeter square, and the lowest one is the 0.51. This will be the Ks values. Correction of a small repeat. Some cases not possible to cause a settlement of 0.175 mm for 75 mm diameter plates. In such cases, smaller diameter plates will be used. Obtain a K1 value is modified. So assuming the subgrade value is an elastic medial where the modulus of elasticity is delta is equal to 1.18 Pa divided by E, but K is equals to P by delta. So delta value will be E divided by 1.180. So E is the constant for a soil, that is Ka is equals to Q1 into A1. K is equals to K1 into A1 divided by A. Now aggregates. Till now here considered as a tests on soils.